So apparently they got the acronym wrong. Instead of DEI, it should have been DIE because some of the new rules that they're making up, some of the things they're doing to have this diversity, equity, and inclusion. I don't know. What this means is, by the way, in case you're not familiar, it means hiring people who are not capable to do the job you need them to do. Because of the new rules that they're making up to accommodate this DEI, it's very clear that people's well-being are going to be put at risk. If not, they're going to get killed. They're going to die. They're going to be in a bad way. I mean, a good example was the Secret Service agents at the Trump attempted assassination. I mean, the girl can't even find her holster. The other two are bouncing around like chickens with their head cut off. They very clearly don't know what they're doing. And they're not taking charge of the situation like, a battle-hardened guy would be who's, ready to go. I mean, it's very clear. I mean, not to say that there's not guys out there that wouldn't be good in that situation, but you're going to have a lot harder time finding a woman that's going to be able to do that job under pressure than you are going to be able to find a man able to do that job under pressure. It's like some of the new rules that they're bringing in place for firemen and police and all this. They're lowering the standards so more people can pass and become part of the team. Well, I mean, if a firefighter doesn't have to carry a hose a certain distance or have the fireman carry, fireman, say 150 or 100, and people are getting bigger, getting heavier. So it's harder for firemen to do this job. And I'm intentionally not saying fire people, firemen. If I'm 6'3", I'm 210 pounds. I'm a little overweight, to be honest with you, but if I'm trapped under a beam in a burning building, I don't want to see a 5'2" woman coming in, with oxygen in her gear and her tank and her this and that and her axe. I mean, she's barely able to scout along with what she's got on her now. And I mean, God bless her heart for trying. But I mean, come on, reality is reality. So if you're, under fire, you're in the military, and nobody should be in the military. Nobody should be out shooting at each other. I mean, this is all stuff that has to stop. But if you're in the battlefield, and you've been hit, and you're my size, or close to my size, men, 5'8", 5'10", 6 foot, you're getting to be pretty heavy, especially with your gear, your rucksack, whatever you got on, your combat boots, you're getting pretty heavy. And a 5'5" female with a 130 or 140 pound frame comes out and is trying to drag you back. Well, she might be able to do that across the grass in training. Most of them cannot, but she might be able to do it across the grass in training. But can she do it under fire, with you injured and you're not helping, dead weight? I mean, I've seen this tried in real time, in real life, by people, and some women got pretty upset and said, well, we can do as much as a man can do. So I laid down on the ground and I said, here, move me. And they got mad, and then they couldn't budge me. And a couple of women did move me, but not very far. And they sure as hell didn't pick me up. Not one of them ever picked me up. Now, I know that there's women out there that are weightlifters, and there's exceptional women that could lift me. I know there is. But that's not most of you guys. You're an exception to the rule. You're not the standard. Now, I know there's a lot of guys that couldn't lift me, but a lot more guys could lift me or drag me along than, So, but I mean, there's a lot of things women can do that men can't as well. I'm not trying to shit on women. I mean, but it's the same as hiring a transgender homosexual black man with Asian parents and who's blind in one eye and can't see out of the other and has got 2 left feet to do a job that he's not qualified or she's not qualified or it's not qualified to do just because they check all these boxes. And that's what DEI is, checking boxes. It's not getting people who are qualified to do the work that needs to be done. And it doesn't matter if it's building a bridge, if it's dragging somebody out of a burning house, or in Canada, working for the CBC looking after children, because apparently if you're Caucasian, especially a Caucasian male, but if you're Caucasian, whites need not apply. Caucasians need not apply. It's right in their ad. And certainly if you're a white male, even if you're a homosexual white male, you don't check enough boxes. And it's not that long ago in the 90s where a homosexual black male was checking a lot of boxes. Well, he's not checking anything now. You forget it. You're not making the cut, partner. You're just not making it. So DEI equals DIE, because somewhere somebody is going to die. If I'm sure it's probably happened already, or somebody is certainly going to suffer greatly because of these policies. There's no way around it. And it's time for reasonable, cognitive, intelligent people to just say, stop, stop. That's enough, stop. And let's move on to what makes sense. And this certainly doesn't make sense. I mean, most of what society is doing doesn't make sense. But this, $10,000 for a rainbow sidewalk? Somebody is fucking nuts and needs a good kick in the ass. I mean, put the white sidewalk down. Stop screwing around. And and let's get on with this foolishness. I mean, we can paint the white crosswalk for $1,000. It's 10 times more because it's a rainbow, and that's for an average size sidewalk or crosswalk in Canada. That's what they figured average is, and some of them are way more than that. They just painted a mile long of it in Ontario for, I don't know, $1 million or something, $500,000 or some Jesus thing. I'll put it here somewhere. But anyway, very expensive rainbows, 1 mile long rainbow. This is ridiculous. Why are we wasting our time on this? This is stupid. This is stupid stuff. I mean, and you're not including people by doing it. All you're doing is pissing off the large majority of people who, for the most part, have stayed quiet, because the only ones who are kicking up the noise are the ones who want this DEI. And the reasonable people are just saying, well, let them have it, and let them have. They're just dealing with. Eventually, they're just going to go, okay, that's it. We've had enough. You pushed us too far. That's one straw too much. That's the straw that broke our back. Stop. It's over now. And then these people are really going to be whining hard. Really going to be whining hard. I mean, I've tried to talk to several of them. I don't even know what use they are to society. They're not artists. They don't create anything. They don't make anything. They don't build anything. Geez, they don't hold a job. Most of the ones I've spoke to, I mean, I'm sure some of them do. They're staying at home, living with their parents, living off the dole of their parents' sweat and tears. As far as I can tell, for the most part, the majority of them are lazy bastards who can't get out of their own way, and all they do is spend all day long whining and listening to Greta Thunberg, who's absolutely full of shit. And an actor, an actor, by the way. So, because I mean, the whole thing's an act. It's just nonsense. So, DEI, DIE, ponder that. Let me know what you think. Cheers.